Well, let's meet the starting five.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men.
All right, Grant, a matchup of the elites tonight. Two titans clashing in this one.
Oh, my. B.A., I mean, there's no shortage of stars on either side of the ball. These tend to be statement games, sending a message. By imposing their will.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The 12th overall pick in 2022. Jalen Williams. What a find by the Thunder Doors.
This is so exciting for this organization because even though J-Dub went to a mid-major school, wasn't a big high school recruit, he ended up being second in Rookie of the Year voting. He's getting better and better. He has got an unbelievable future.
And that one's good.
That's a little bit about grit right there. Drew Holiday not one to back away from a challenge.
Holmgren. Tatum with the block. And he's able to get it back. And it's Holmgren missing. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
So it's Oklahoma City now, following the bucket by Boston. Here's Holmgren. Hauled in by Brown. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. The kick out to White. Williams grabs the board.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Spins. Shoots from the line. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
Boston on offense. Porzingis for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
I mean, how do you guard a 7'3" guy who can drain the 3 with great regularity? The range is ridiculous.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
First team foul.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Derek White saying it's not just the big fellas who've got some hops. I can put it down. Yes, sir.
And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age with free agency, with more salary cap restrictions. It's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter, and the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Wallace, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Wallace outside. They now take the lead.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Brown against Williams. Drive by Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. One to the line for one. For the Thunder, Williams comes in for Hartenstein. And it's Caruso in for Dort. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Dagnall said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Pritchard, and stolen by Williams. And up the court come the Thunder on the break.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Boston trailing. Up top, Brown. Watched by Wallace. The shake. And the jam by Brown.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Wallace. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Caruso. The Celtics also with a sub. Jason Tatum. He's checked in for Cornette.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Right wing. Hauser passes to Horford. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And they've been quite a team to watch this season. Check out this stat. Their point differential, plus 12 this season.
I mean, you got to go back to the early 70s Lakers, Bucks, and the 95-96 Bulls teams to compare what this group has accomplished this season. This team has the makings of one of the most dominant seasons we've ever seen.
And so both teams trading buckets as and this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Boston?
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Oklahoma City trailing. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Aaron Wiggins out there with Williams. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Cason Wallace. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Pritchard, no good. And the Thunder shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The offensive rebound. Wiggins against Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
It's Tatum working inside.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And Williams punches it home. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Here's Tatum. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
Yeah, they battled at certain points, but once the game started slipping away and they fell behind, they just couldn't get back into it.
We know they're capable of a much better game than they played. They know it, we know it. Let's see if it affects their confidence.
Here's Horford. From the wing. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Horford pulls it in. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter, and something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
From the moment Jason Tatum stepped into this league, he has been a guy who has wanted the burden offensively, and he has delivered.
Boston making a switch here. Tillman's checked in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on. Williams on the wing. And they get it back. Here's Tillman, powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Williams in the post, hounded by Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, BA. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
I mean, Jalen Williams is a guy who a lot of people are excited about. He has the talent to be a multi-time All-Star and perhaps an even higher ceiling than that.
Tatum can't hit.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed. Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Cornette passes to Tillman. Back to Cornette. Clock at 4. Tatum with it. Caruso covers. Tatum can't hit.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots. 2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
So Boston ends up going with a new group and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Hey, Horford from range.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those 3-pointers.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Cadiz checked in for Horford. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That one misses for Hartenstein. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Here's Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Brown finds Porzingis. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Porzingis has got 6.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Boston out in front, up 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
You look at the Celtics. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
Glad you could join us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So the Celtics 5 right now. The perimeter pairing is White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center, and it's Holiday in at the point.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Here's Tatum. Can't cash it in from close range. Thunder with a lead. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Basket counts.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
At some point, you need to know when to stop shooting. Just too many misses piling up for him.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
White can't hit.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Tatum. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Chet. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
Jason Tatum taking 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First one falls for him. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Rejected by Brown.
Such a pesky defender. Jaylen Brown, right place, right time.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Tatum, shot is good.
Draining his first 3 of the game, no doubt hoping to build up a little momentum from outside.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Holmgren. There's the 3. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Holiday. Here's Porzingis. Outside, Brown. Porzingis with a screen on Williams. Here's Brown. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
You have to have the ability to force the defense to commit one way or the other. Jaylen Brown's aggressiveness does just that.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston. And the second free throw is good. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris, Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
On the wing, Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Williams misses. Celtics trail by 5. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. And finished off by Tatum.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Tatum.
Checking in for the Celtics.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Hartenstein with a screen on Brown. Here's Williams. The shot, no good. Nice D from Brown. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. That's good from Holiday. Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, BA, this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it. Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Hartenstein against Horford for the tie. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds now. And here's Caruso outside. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
We all know that SGA is very capable of averaging 30 for a season. Tonight's exploit should come as no surprise.
Brown passes to Holiday. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Brown. Oh, Brown with bad intentions.
Oh my goodness, Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. No good on the free throw. Then he sinks the second. 8 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here. Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
2 on the clock. That shot, no good. And that does it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the 4th. Thunder out in front. They lead by 5. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Caruso and Williams make up the perimeter. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And there's the lob. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Boston making a switch here. Kate is checked in. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. Trailing by 5. Horford outside. Pass to Keita. He got a piece of it. Williams with it. Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the right side, the open shot, Horford. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game.
This is how Al Horford has adjusted to make himself a modern NBA big. In rhythm, off the catch, beautiful.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Dort's checked in. Drew Holiday's checked in for Boston. Celtics trail by 3. Tatum looking it over. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, Chet Holmgren sending it back. He is willing to take on any kind of challenge.
And Boston with some changes. Keita's checked in for Horford. And Walsh is subbed in for Hauser. Pass to Tatum to tie it up. Boston again missing.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling. Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true. I like whenever Holmgren uses his length to his advantage, reinforcing the D to foul him inside.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis is checked in for Keita. Jaylen Brown comes in for Walsh. And it's White in for Pritchard.
Well, it wasn't a perfect trip to the line, but it was good enough to stretch their lead to 2 possessions.
Yep, that one's good. Holmgren's got 5 points now in the quarter. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
And there's the slam, dunk to finish it off.
Wow, Dort showing off that incredible strength as he takes it right to the rack for a slam.
White, the pass to Porzingis. KP wrecks the rim.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Back to Holmgren.
2 minutes remaining.
Dort outside.
2 minutes.
To the paint. White with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Here's Tatum. Oh, look at Tatum. What a finish.
Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment. He is unafraid.
Hartenstein. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second. And that puts him up 5. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his 4th foul of the contest. The Celtics have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Here's Tatum. Hey, strong move, Tatum.
When this team needs a bucket, it naturally looks for Jason Tatum, and he typically comes through.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Boston pulls it in. So the first one drops, and that brings him within 2 here.
It's no coincidence, guys, that wherever Drew Holiday has gone, the team gets better, and it's about the way he leads by example.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Dort finds Williams. And Williams Williams punches it home.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
Kick out to Brown, to the inside, and stolen by Hartenstein. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Here's Williams. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. The Celtics shooting 60% here in the fourth quarter. Terrific efficiency. Brown passes to White. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
Down low. They kick it out to Porzingis. It falls! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Porzingis on the double team. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Holiday grabs the miss. Outside Tatum. Brown passes to Tatum. He's off from 3. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
And Boston calls time here. They're down by 4. All right, guys, what's your take?
And they need to execute fast out of this break.
Tatum from long range. No good. And so it's the Thunder who come out on top here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And B.A., they showed their character when it mattered most.